Hey, what is up, y'all? So, wanted to give you my watch list for this week. I'm going to take you through a couple of charts so you'll see that the earnings is coming out, and we got quite a few companies actually coming out with some earnings. And so, I'm going to focus specifically on Microsoft, Meta, Amazon, and Apple. Those are the ones I'm going to be focused on during this video. There are some great opportunities in here. For example, I think I saw Ford in here somewhere. SoFi is a good one. PayPal is going to be a good one. There is some opportunity there, but I'm going to be focused on Microsoft, Meta, and I'm going to look in Amazon and Apple. So let me take you to the chart here. I'm going to start off here with SPY, IWM, QQQ. I'll let you see what my setups will be come Monday. And then I'm gonna hop into Microsoft, Meta, Apple, and Amazon. So for SPY, what I'm gonna be looking for is I'm gonna be looking for price to get back above into the falling window. Now you might be wondering, why am I going to wait from 738 all the way to 742? Well, what I'm looking for is I need to see this come from this area, come down, see if it's going to hold and then continue going upward. So right now, if I just take a move from here all the way in here, then it could easily get rejected. Now, one of the things that you will want to note is in here, in this area, is also the 50% mark of the fib between the 4 hour and the 1 hour. So I really want to clear this area completely and then get some acceptance. So what I'm looking for, I'd be looking this way, come this way, come this way. And then once I get up in this area, I have cleared the area that I need to clear, and then I could take it for the call position. The other way I'm looking at is if I get down here to the bottom, you'll note right here, then I will take a put position coming down below the S zone. So I got to get below the S zone and price needs to get accepted underneath. So by acceptance, I'm not just saying it's going to touch and then come this way. I needed to see it do something like that, right? I needed to kind of come down for a while and then move through. So if price comes this way first thing in the morning and drops, and then it comes back and holds it, then that's absolutely means that it's going to be accepting price below. What I don't want to see though is I don't want to see anything like this. This is the part that will get people trapped. I don't want to see this little grind because then what will happen is they'll just pump it right back up. And this S zone is on a weekly time frame. So that's what I'd be looking at. SPY, IWM, excuse me, IWM has been a little bit tricky to chart and also a little bit tricky to trade. And that's because it's been just grinding with little participation in the market. So, one of the things that you will know is of all these tickers that I'm going to be watching on Monday morning or during the week, I need to see some participation from the institutions. I got to see them step in. So, right now, you don't get a lot of that with IWM. You'll notice all these wicks that are happening. It'll wick down, it'll wick down. So this R zone right now, at one point was an S zone and they just ripped it up. But every single time they get beneath it, they dump it down. Every time they get above it, they rip it back up. So what I'd be looking for here is exactly that. I want to see price get above this R zone. And if we do, I'll take a call position into the falling window. If we stay beneath the R zone, which at the moment we have so far, then I'll take a position to the bottom side. And then what you'll note that I have a weekly fib set up right now, right here. And this is a 50% marker, which happens to be the midpoint of this S zone. So I need to see price get underneath it, hold it, and then I could take it down to this area that I have at 288.98. So that's what I'd be looking for on those positions. For QQQ, I don't really have a setup for QQQ, and that's because it's been in a parallel channel the entire time. So you'll see that it's been going down. It'll lose it, come right back into it. It'll come down, it'll bounce, come back down, and it'll just reject and bounce, reject and bounce. And it's just been grinding all the way down. Now, if there's some participation from the institutions coming in and we get beneath this area, this RW, this rising window, which hasn't not closed yet, if we get below it and we get acceptance below it and stay underneath this parallel channel, then we will absolutely look to come all the way down to 637. Now that 637 is not going to come throughout the day, but it will come probably throughout the week. So it'd be something I'd be keeping my eye on if we do get underneath there. Otherwise, all this is going to do is just continue to be going in here like this and just kind of grinding backwards. So, or up and down. So this is something that you could possibly trade, right? You get to the top of the trend line, then take it down. You get to the bottom of the trend line, take it up. What you don't want to do is you wouldn't want to be in the middle of a zone, because that's where you're going to get burned on this ticker. Now, Microsoft. For Microsoft, I got a couple of setups here. And what you'll see is I have an R zone up here that's on a weekly basis. I have an R zone that's happening here on a daily. And then I got an important decision zone right now. And one of these things I don't want to do is I don't want to do anything in here right now. You'll see that what they did was they dumped it through there, and then they just fought back, opened it with the with the rising window, and literally sold it right back. And what did they do? They defended it right back up. So this area right here between 379 and 384 is a very important area for the market. So I want to stay clear of that and let the big boys, if you will, start trading in there. So I'll look to get above it, take it back up to the top here to the R zone. If I do stay beneath the decision zone, I'll look to take it to the bottom. My first checkpoint is going to be 377.39, and then I will look to take it from 377.39 down into this quarterly. You'll see this purple color I have. It's a quarterly S zone that I have down here. Okay, so it'll be a support zone that I have down here, and I'll look to take it there. For Meta is at a S zone, and it's the top of the rising window as well. So I would be looking for this to come up once again, just kind of like Microsoft. I don't want to do anything in this area. This is where you get yourself trapped. This is where you get yourself in trouble. So if you know, one of the things that the market does all the time is it will position itself with accumulation. That's the indecision zone, if you will. That's what I call the decision zone, the FAFO zone. And that's going to give the move afterwards. What we're trying to do is we're trying to let the market decide for itself, where is it going to go? Does it go up, hold it, and go higher? Or does it continue going this way and then come underneath and then take it lower? So I'll be looking for that. Now, Meta's got a good ATR. So that's one of the reasons why it's encouraging to just let it do its thing, because once it moves, it's going to move pretty aggressively. For Apple has been on an absolute rip and a tear. And on Friday, it just skyrocketed from way at the bottom down here. You'll see this zone I have right here. This is a demand zone it really was creating throughout the morning, and then it just absolutely ripped and it fired off. So what I have going on right here is I need to see price get underneath my checkpoint 331.85, and you notice I have a starter position. The reason I have a starter position is because I'm approaching this S zone. Okay, now this S zone is on the 4-hour time frame, and I know that because of my color. So if I can get below it and we go this way, that would be my first exit on my position. The other one is if I don't take anything here because maybe I'm watching something else, then once it goes underneath, holds it, and proves to me that it's going to hold, then I'll take it. Okay. Again, when I'm looking for holding, I'm not just looking for a retest, if you will. I'm looking for the move to break through, retest, fail, and then go all the way back down. All right. And then finally for Amazon, this was a move that I took a while back. And what I'm going to be looking for right here is I'm looking for it to get out of the decision zone. Once again, look what it's doing. It's accumulating. So you got to ask yourself every single time that the market is accumulating, you got to ask yourself, what is it looking to do? Where did it come from? Where's it looking to go? What's the next part of the market cycle? Where's my next level? Where's the institution want to go for liquidity? Remember, somebody's going to buy here and look to sell here. Well, somebody has to be here to sell it. Well, the institution is going to move wherever the deep pockets are because they're moving big money. So if the move is from here, let's say, and the money is over here, they'll look to take it to 231 and then move it into the 241 and then sell it off in here. right? Take profits. Same thing on the flip side. If you buy it from way up here and the liquidity pocket is down here on the S zone, then you're taking it from the 238-ish area and then you'd be selling it at 228. That's exactly what they do. So I just want to know where the money is so that that's where they're going to be chasing and that's where I can get in. However, right now we got a decision area, the accumulation area, if you will. And so we don't have a clear path on what we're looking for. So I'll be watching these tickers. I will update any tickers throughout the week as the market is moving, as things pan out, as I see more institutional participation in certain areas, as I see relative volume increase. I will look at that. I will also put on my channel some equity, some short-term equity positions that I'll be looking at just based on some of these earnings, and I'll release those as well. So this is what I'll be looking for come Monday morning. This is what I'll be looking for coming throughout the entire week. Keep you guys all posted. Take care.